Hey up, Rayvers. This week's request has come from Andrew, who wanted me to review dystopian science fiction film Rollerball. I better get my skates on.
This is the martini time of day.
Yeah, whenever I think of roller skating, it conjures up images of that Martini advert from the 1980s. Because I ain't ever seen Rollerball pass me by, and I don't know why. Looks like exactly my cup of tea, a dystopian science fiction film from the 1970s, right up my street. Because it's set in future, where there's no wars, but there is this bloody awful violent horrible game called Rollerball, which involves teams of blokes on roller skates or motorbikes, smashing 7 shades of shit out of each other. And it satisfies the bloodthirsty urges of the viewing public. And it stars rugged 70s tough guy James Caan. Now, I don't know why, but he always reminded me of a muscular Roy Castle. Don't know why. Something about his face. Something else about his face. His teeth. I noticed his teeth looked immaculate, almost like they were false teeth. Maybe it's consistent with the character. You know, his real teeth got knocked out playing a game of rollerball or something. Don't know if there would have been or not. If you know if James Caan's got false choppers, message in. And whilst he probably ain't as multi-talented as Roy Castle was, he does appear to do all his own stunts, roller skating. And I'm very impressed by that. Because anybody who's watched any telly in the 1970s will testify as to how tough roller skate stunts are. Now, the game of Rollerball seems to be run by these evil corporate arseholes, and the players have to stand for this corporate anthem before the game starts. It's all a bit sinister, like having to stand to attention for an Amazon advert or something like that. Now, Caan plays star player Jonathan E. Everybody loves him. Everybody loves Jonathan E. The fans mob him, they make TV specials about him, and the crowds chant his name in the arena. Although I got to say, I think the crowd could have come up with a more exciting song or chant for him. Jonathan. It's boring, isn't it? They could have had something much snazzier for Jonathan E.
Magic, magic E. Magic, magic E. Sid is on his side with me. Tim keeps on time with me.
Shit. Become shite with me.
Magic, magic E. Magic, magic E.
Yeah, I should have sung Magic E for him, shouldn't they? My daughter Maxine loved the Magic E song. She'd sing it all bloody day. Obviously stuck in her head. And it worked for her spelling. She improved her spelling. Very good at her spelling she was, Maxine. Obviously a very clever piece of music. And talking of music, the Rollerball soundtrack had loads of classical music on it. It sort of added a gravitas to proceedings. And I noticed in the credits that the orchestra were conducted by Andrew Preview. Now, anybody who watched telly in the 70s will be able to testify as to what a talented conductor and musician Andrew Preview was.
You're playing all the wrong notes.
Now, the evil corporate arseholes are getting worried that Magic E is becoming a man at people because the fans love him so much. And they're worried that he's getting too powerful and becoming bigger than the game. But they don't want that to happen, you know, they want to control the masses. They don't want this inspirational figure. I don't know exactly why, but they don't. And probably same reason as the government don't like Marcus Rashford doing his school meal stuff, because he makes them look like bellends. So they try to force Magic E to retire.
You can be made to quit, you can be forced.
Can't make me quit.
Don't tell me I can't. Don't ever say that! I can! You can be stopped!
But he refuses to quit because he didn't want all those teammates down. And he loves the sport of rollerball so much. He just loves the sport. Now, I do love my sport. Love watching loads of sports. But anybody who watched telly in the 1970s will testify that the most prestigious sporting event were one thing, and one thing only. Yes, superstars! Oh, I bloody love superstars! Yeah, the gym tests with the squat thrusts and Brian Jacks doing his dips. Keith Fielding on the 100 metres. David Vine with his kipper ties. Yeah, bloody brilliant. Now, I reckon Magic E would have been superb on Superstars because he's just a brilliant player of this rollerball. Fantastic athlete, very rugged and determined. Arguably the Brian Jacks of his era. And because the evil corporate arseholes can't get him to retire, they change the rules and make it no disqualification so that anything goes.
That's right, no penalties, limited substitutions. You can handle it.
And I hope it becomes a gruesome bloodbath and Magic E gets a career-ending injury or bumped off or something. But to be fair, gruesome career-threatening injuries were not unique to rollerball. Anybody who watched telly in the 1970s will testify that gruesome injuries were part and parcel of the sporting landscape.
And Keegan's still wobbling, coming to the first bend, and Van Bims comes across, and Keegan's gone! Keegan touched the back wheel and he's gone across the track on his back.
Now, that must have hurt. That must have hurt. Bloody hell, that must have stung. But he was a tough bugger with Kevin Keegan. Oh, look at them grazes. Oh, dearie me. I bet that stung when he got the TCP on that, didn't he? Bloody hell. He'd have stunk the arse out for a month, wouldn't he, with TCP? What with all the injuries they had in rollerball, they must have been blooming sponsored by TCP. Because of the no disqualification rule, at the end of the film there's hardly any of the players left standing. Although what I didn't get is if it were no disqualification, I didn't understand why Magic E and his mates just didn't run on with chainsaws and chop the opposition to pieces. But there you go. Maybe they're just trying to retain the pretense of it being a sport. But it is gruesome and violent. Even the coach doesn't want Magic E to go out there and risk getting hurt. Familiar face, that bloke, isn't it? That's Shane Rimmer. It popped up in loads of stuff. Warlords of Atlantis. People That Time Forgot, Spy Who Loved Me.
What's the matter, sailor? You never see a major taking a shower before?
Bloody good actor, safe pair of hands, Shane Rimmer. Although he doesn't seem to have a safe pair of lips.
Are you satisfied, Madrid? What kind of game you guys playing out there?
What did he say there? I'd love a lip reader to have a go at that. His lip movements didn't bear any relation to what came out, did it? No.
Are you satisfied, Madrid? What kind of game you guys playing out there?
It's like watching a Bruce Lee film or something. What would he have said there? Bloody ridiculous. Now we get another familiar face turning up at the hospital in Tokyo when Magic E goes to visit one of his teammates. And we're talking 1970s. The scene is set in Japan, so you can guess who it is who turns up as a doctor, can't you? Yeah, you can guess who it is.
May I say first, please, that you played a superb game in our city.
Burtquack, of course it is, yeah. Okie-doo, on to Ray's ratings. Well, I do like a good dystopian science fiction film, as you should know by now. So, I were hoping this would be good. I were hoping it to be at least a 3-star film. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. Exactly my cup of tea. Objectively speaking, I don't know how good a film it was, but it's just exactly my cup of tea. So, yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'm rating Rollerball as a 4-star, 3-star film. Now, they have done a remake of Rollerball, I think in the early 2000s. I ain't seen it, but by all accounts it's crap. So, you know, rebooting successful things from the 70s done always well. Didn't work with Superstars, did it? Tried rebooting that a couple of times and just it ain't caught the public's imagination. Which is a shame. Just obviously of its time. But I tell you what, there's no denying the theme tune to Superstars. Oh, just brilliant, isn't it? You know what, I might even prefer it to the Rocky music, and that's saying something. That's high praise indeed. It's just adrenaline fueled, ain't it? High octane music. Makes you want to go and do a load of dips and squat thrusts as soon as you hear it. Battleworks. I'm alright, don't worry. Just a few bumps and bruises. Very lucky, daft. Always wear a cycling helmet. I don't know what I was thinking, just got carried away by the Superstars theme tune. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's review. No Ray Day next week, unfortunately. I'm just dead busy at the moment, so I need a week off to do some stuff. All being well, we'll be back the week after that. But race night's still going on, so join us on a Sunday night, 7 PM in my dining room. Race night's getting very exciting. I'll pop a link in the description below. And remember to like this video, poke the like button if you can, poke it. I haven't got the energy to poke anything. Share Ray Reviews with your mates, and subscribe to the channel if you ain't already. And I will see you lot next time, hopefully on Sunday. Okie do. Right, where's that sodding TCP? Oh.